Welcome to VWG. I have a Canadian singer-songwriter right here, Rebecca Lappa.
Hey everybody.
Hey. So today, we're not going to be talking about your music. You were on a reality TV show all the way back in 2006 called The Next Star. Let's talk about that, shall we?
Yeah, sure.
How did you first hear about The Next Star?
Well, actually, the first time I heard about The Next Star was when the first season aired. So I think that was in 2006. I watched part of it on TV and I was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't know there was like a contest like this going on at the time. And so I was like, well, I want to participate in it the next time it comes around.
And you did. You
Yeah.
performed. Oh yes. You performed on stage. Well, but unfortunately, you got no. What was your audition like, and did you think the judges would give you a second chance after your first performance?
Yeah, so actually, my I guess my history with the Next Star spans a couple different years. So actually, I have here the first time I auditioned for this. I actually there was a picture of me in the Edmonton paper.
Wow.
Kind of cool. Yeah, a lot of people at school actually made fun of me for that picture, but that's okay. Yeah, so that was in 2009. Yeah, there were about 400 people who auditioned that year in Edmonton at the Delta Hotel. And at that point in time, I didn't get a yes or anything like that. And then in 2011, I went to Calgary to audition, and I stayed with some family while I was there, and I sang an original song of mine, and the judges actually really liked my original music, and I did get a golden ticket at that time, so I have it
Wow.
here for everybody. Yeah, and yeah, I also played "The Dog Days Are Over," which was one of the like songs that they had on a list that you could sing. Because basically, you had to pick a song off of their preferred list, and then you could sing one other song.
Oh,
Yeah, and so then obviously at that time, um, I didn't really know how the show worked. Basically, how it worked at the time was that if you got a golden ticket, you were in a group of like 40 to 60 people across Canada who got golden tickets, and then the producers and judges narrowed it down from there at that point to the top 16. And then obviously they picked their top people who actually got to make it onto reality TV. Then in 2012, it happened again in Edmonton. I tried out one more time. I sang a song that was on an EP that I had released at the time. The song was called Run Jack Run. The judges were like, wow, the song is like super unique. And I got another golden ticket. For some reason, I've lost the other one, so I only have this one at this point, just with all the life changes and moving and stuff that I've done over the years. And then, yeah, so I got a second golden ticket, but obviously at that point, I kind of knew how the whole thing worked. And so I was like, well, I'm in a pool of like 60 people, so we'll see what happens. And obviously, like when you're in that pool and then they narrow it down to their top 16, like you're sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting for a phone call that never
hmm.
comes. Like they don't tell
Yep.
you if you don't get in. Um, you just find out, oh, well, the show is airing now, and obviously I didn't have to go to Toronto because no one phoned me. Um, so from that point on, like I wasn't watching the show because I was pretty disheartened by the whole process. And some I can't remember if it was somebody that I also was a competitive gymnast for a really long time, and so I think it was somebody that I was doing gymnastics with who had been watching the show, and she was like, "Hey, you're in the like wild card round," and I'm like, "What? What's the wild card round?" um, and yeah, so then I obviously went online and I googled this, and I was like, "Oh, okay." they're having people voting, but obviously by that point in time they'd already picked who was then going to be the wild card person who went to Toronto to join the other people who were on the show. So it's not like I really got a chance to try and get people to vote for me or anything like that. Um, but it was still an interesting experience. And yeah, the judges liked my outfits, they liked my voice, they liked my writing and my original music. But obviously, like they were looking for like big personalities, right?
Hmm.
That's what does well on TV, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not one of those people that has a super big out there personality, but that's all right, you know. It was an interesting experience, and obviously I've continued to go on to write lots of music and you know, make a career as a musician. So,
Oh, yes, definitely. You did an amazing job. I'm very proud of you, Rebecca.
oh, thank you.
And speaking of life, how's it been since you got eliminated, and what have you been doing now?
Yeah, so I guess obviously, like I said, the next star was just, you know, one step on my journey. But since then, obviously, I've continued to write music. That has been a really big passion of mine since I was about 9 years old. And I've released a total of 7 EPs and albums since, well, actually, since before the next star, but like up until now. And you know, I've played shows all over Canada. I in 2023 I played some showcases in the UK. I've played showcases in the States, and yeah, I even won a Canadian Folk Music Award for my music at the age of 18 in 2015. Yeah, there's lots of other things that that I've done. It's a really long list, but those things include opening for artists like. Sorry, I have some notes here. Uh, Oh yeah, yeah. So I've opened for artists like the Crash Test Dummies, Digging Roots, Jen Grant, Maria Dunn, Leroy Steger, Rain Wolf, the Pistol Whips, A.B. Bishop, and Basha Boulay. And yeah, I've also won various songwriting awards and other songwriting contests, such as the Spirit of Vimy contest that was run by the Lieutenant Governor of Alberta. And that actually, the prize for that was a chance to go to Vimy. And so I got to go to France because
Oh.
of my song that I wrote about Vimy Ridge, which was really cool. Um, yeah, I'm always continuing to write. I released a my latest EP in 2023, and I'm still doing music. I also became a music therapist, and I currently work at the University of Alberta Hospital, giving back to my community.
Oh, that's very nice. That's so sweet of you. Yeah, if you had to write about Freds, they had to give it to you. It was honestly deserved.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. As I was searching you, this is the last question, by the way. If
Sure.
I found out not that long ago that you were born in San Francisco and you moved to Canada at 3 months old, just like me. But I wasn't born in San Francisco.
Where were you born?
I was born in Georgia,
Oh,
but
nice.
it's not the U.S. state. It's a country near the Black Sea.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people get confused by the state and the country.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you have a bit of American music influence? If not, who are your inspirations and influences?
Well, to be honest, like the American music industry really like permeates through like all genres. It's such a big industry. And so I feel that it's hard to like not be influenced by musicians from the States. There are lots of artists that I like. It just depends on like the day. Um, some of them include, let's think here. Like, I really enjoy Bishop Briggs. She's really great. Um, But there are also like a bunch of other artists from all over the world that I've been really getting into recently through Spotify. I've been getting into Maisie Peters. She's from the UK, and a lot of artists actually from like Norway and Sweden. Um, my part of my family background is Norwegian, and so I've been like listening to a lot of stuff in other languages recently.
Oh,
But as an American, I guess. So yeah, I have dual citizenship, so I do have an American passport, which means I'll be able to tour in the States if I want to, and not run into like visa issues like a lot of other Canadians do. And currently, my manager and I are working towards getting me some work as a top liner for like EDM music for artists that work in the States down there. And so I'll be able to travel to do some writing, and yeah, it'll be really great.
it definitely will be. Before we go, is there anything you want to ask the host?
Hmm. Do you have a favorite animal?
Oh, yes, I do. A dog.
Oh yeah, do you have a dog?
No.
Oh, that's
My
okay.
I had a dog before I was born. Well, actually no, I had multiple dogs before I was born. My
Mm,
parents had a lot. But, my dad allergic. They had to say goodbye to them sometime.
that's fair.
Yep. Is there anything else or are you
No, just thanks for having me. Yeah.
Oh, it's my pleasure having you. You really are the next star,
Oh,
Rebecca.
thanks.
You're welcome.